So in the property window, for the action area, we're going to select the files we want to link that to. So MyT, that's after you log in. If you would like to open that as the first page, then that's it. So you link that. Okay. And then method is post, and so that's going to link to another page. As you can see in the code area, action equal to myt.html, method equal to post. Let's save this and then see what is changed. So I think you get demo, and then after just run the. We didn't set that up because we didn't set up the backend database. So when we click on submit and then we go to MyT page. Okay, so that works. Go back to the Dreamweaver. And so there is more you can do for the form. So there is a different type of form. The one we use is simply this form here, insert form, and then we select different login. And if we got a contact, the form is end by here. If we want to create another form called maybe making an appointment. I'm just trying to show you the function. May not be really useful for this particular website, but you can use a form to design the purpose, like a contact us page, etc. So I'm going to show the property window. Give a little bit hiding, so adding the form, and adding the new form. So every time you create a form, you can have to click on the form first, and then you can see when you click this before, after you add the form, then it's outside the form. The form is the dashed line, so you have to move this inside of dashed line. There you can use the button to carry all the values there. So now the input area is inside the form. So later on, when we connect to the database, it will link to all the value will be carried by PHP and linked to the database. So name, for example, you want to make appointment, and date, and then maybe time. What time you want to make the appointment to, and what else? For example, just like this. Okay, name. Again, first name, last name, email. So if you want to get an email, then there is an email button here. Oh, it's already have email. And then date. Let's see. Date, time. Oh. Date, time is going to, this combination is calendar. You can select too. So UTC, you're probably going to choose what? Title. And so let's see what would happen if you insert class container. You can choose different class. Okay. So it's there. You also can do is click on date and then click on time. Okay, so let's save this and see what happens. So after this, you have to have a submit button so the information can be submitted. Besides submit button, sometimes you want to have you know, reset button. So you put a reset button first and then submit button. So if you want to change this, you can name it differently. Value, basically submit. Instead of submit, say make an appointment. Okay. So the make appointment button change. So this button will make the whole page to another, another confirmation page. You have to create that confirmation page to link that to. I already show you how to link the form to another page early on. And so sometimes you want to have, okay, after name, and then you may want to say, okay, to have state, different state, like where you located, right? So now we all doing online. Okay, select state, city. You can put city, and then you can put the value. Selection list of value. So you will say, okay, Georgia, and then Alabama, and then New York, California, Florida, etc. So, okay, let's see. And then the code automatically generate for you. And you can also put in the radio buttons of, okay, you want to have a radio button. Okay, so you want it daytime or nighttime. You want day or night, evening. For the appointment, you can say, okay, this is a radio button, and then that radio button can be copied twice, but the name of the button will be same. So ID is same, but the value one is day. Okay, I'm going to delete this day and night here because it's generated by the button. Okay, hold on. Let me just delete that and redo it. Okay. You have to say day or night. Evening. Appointment. So basically those buttons are having same name. You can give the day or night as the button's name, okay, and same thing as here, day or night. So they would be either one of them, not both of them. So we save this and we'll see what the result looks like. So basically you can put your name and then you can choose the different state. You can put emails, you can choose, you know, day or night. Oh, actually this is wrong. You have to choose one of them. And then you can choose time. This calendar is not correct. Okay, so you can choose the date and the times you want to. 10, 11, 40, for example. And then click on Make Appointment or Reset buttons to reset everything. Okay, so that's a form, and let's fix this. Okay, the name is day or night. Type. So let's save this and see if that's changed. Day or night. Name ID. Okay, let's see. See, now when they have exactly the same name, then they have to choose one or the other. Okay, so that's been fixed. So that's a form. So you probably need something like a contact us form that you can use. And another thing I would like to show you is other functions or let's see, HTML. That's the basic tag, right? And there is some like plugin or canvas. You may probably not going to use that too much. The iframe, we saw iframe. You can, if you want to embed a Google Map, that's the iframe. And then let's look at the Bootstrap component. So sometimes you would like to show different type of teas. You may want to show the features, but it's too many of them. You may want to do group them together. You may want to doing responsive videos, embedded in responsive image, badge. So all of those are available, and you can do recording, which you're going to have maybe different type of teeth being live. So let's see, I want to add something here. For example, recordings, Jumbotron button group. You can do form here too, but they have a form here. You can use that form. Let's do recordings. So basically you can modify this, say relaxing tea, and then you can have a group of them, and so you can add this content here. Let's say T1. Then you can add T1, T2. So now I'm going to save this, and then you will see the difference. So for